वेलकम टू साइंस लर्निंग गेटवे। सो कैसे हो आप सब? आई होप आप सब अच्छे होंगे। सो टुडे आई केम अप विद अ न्यू वीडियो फॉर क्लास 10 स्टूडेंट्स and this tutorial is regarding to all the formulas for class 10. If you all will practice these formulas, it will be very helpful for you during the exams. As we all know that very soon 10th board exams are knocking our doors. So it's high time for us that we should start our preparations from today. So in this tutorial we are going to see all the formulas related to class 10th physics. If we have the concept of all the formulas, you can solve any of the numericals. So let's start with the session. So first of all, we'll discuss the formulas from the chapter light reflection and refraction. So as you all know that the first formula which we have from this chapter is the mirror formula. Okay, so what is our mirror formula? 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. This is 1 by v plus 1 by f. 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. This is our mirror formula. And what is this v, u and f? We should know this thing also. So u is our object distance, v is the image distance, and f is the focal length. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the mirror formula. 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Okay, if we talk about the lens formula, what is the lens formula? What is the difference between mirror formula and lens formula? The lens formula is 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Only difference is the sign. Okay, in mirror formula you have to put a plus sign, and in lens formula you have to put a minus sign. This is all about your mirror formula and the lens formula. Now the next formula which we have to read from this chapter is magnification. So what is this magnification? Magnification m, the symbol of magnification is small m, is equal to height of the image, that is h dash divided by height of the object h. This is your magnification for a mirror. Magnification m is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object h dash by h. And now we have one relationship between m magnification, u object distance, and v image distance. And what is that formula that we will see now? Magnification m is equal to h dash by h. Just now we have read that. And this magnification is also equal to minus v by u. So we can write that h dash by h is equal to minus v by u, or we can say that magnification is equal to minus v by u. If in the question paper v is given, that is image distance is given, object distance is given, and they have told you to calculate magnification, then you can easily calculate using this formula. Now we have refractive index, and what is the formula for refractive index? Refractive index is represented with the symbol called mu. This is a symbol of refractive index, is equal to speed of light in vacuum divided by speed of light in the medium. This is the formula for refractive index. In the question, they will give you the speed of light in vacuum, and maybe speed of light in medium also it will be given. You have to calculate the refractive index. Or if refractive index is given, this quantity is given, you have to calculate this one. So using this formula, you can easily calculate that. First of all, you should know the formula of refractive index. Then you can easily calculate refractive index. Now we have the lens formula. Lens formula, just now I have told you that lens formula is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. And what is v over there? V is the image distance, u is the object distance, and f is the focal length. F is equal to focal length. So using this formula you can calculate the lens formulas. Okay, next one relationship we have over there, that is f focal length is equal to radius of curvature divided by 2, or radius of curvature you can write it as 2 into focal length. So if in the exam they will give you radius of curvature, you can easily calculate the focal length by multiplying it with 2. Okay, So remember the relationship also between focal length and radius of curvature. Focal length is equal to half of radius of curvature. Next, one formula is given over there for calculation of magnification of lens. We have read about magnification of mirror, that is m is equal to minus v by u. This we have read. But for lens, you have to write m is equal to v by u. This minus sign we don't have to put over there. Now we have power of lens. How to calculate the power of lens? It's very easy. Power of lens is represented with the letter P, and it is equal to 1 by focal length, and focal length should be given in meter. Okay, and what will be the SI unit of power of lens? SI unit of power of lens is diopter. This is also very important. SI unit you should know for all the physical quantities. Okay, so SI unit of power of lens is diopter, represented with the capital letter D. Suppose the focal length of any of the lens is 10 meter. Then how will you calculate the power? Power is equal to 1 by 10, and this you will change it in decimal form. You will get the power of the lens. Now, next chapter from physics over there is electricity chapter. In this chapter also lots of numericals are there. Lots of numericals, lots of formulas are there. So the first formula which we will consider over there is the electric current. Electric current is represented with the letter capital I and is equal to Q by T. What is Q over there? Q is the charge and T is the time. Okay, SI unit of this charge is equal to coulomb. SI unit of time is equal to second. And the SI unit of current is equal to ampere. Remember this, SI unit of current is equal to ampere. Suppose in the exam, charge is given, time is given. You have to calculate the current. You can easily put, but you should remember the units also. Without unit, you will not get the full marks. So remember that the SI unit of current is ampere. Next formula over there we have is potential difference, and potential difference is represented with the letter capital V. Okay, potential difference V is equal to W by Q. What is W over there? W is the work done, and Q we know that it is the charge. Okay, now over there you know that the unit of SI unit of work is joule, and SI unit of this charge is coulomb. So our SI unit of this potential difference is volt, and it is represented with the letter capital V. Right? So this is the formula to calculate the potential difference. Potential difference is equal to W by Q. The next topic over there is Ohm's law, and it is very important. Okay, Ohm's law, that is potential difference is equal to IR. We know that according to Ohm's law, potential difference V is proportional to the current flowing through it. If we remove this proportionality sign, we will get a constant called R, and R is known as the resistance. R over there is the resistance. So the formula for Ohm's law is V is equal to IR, where V is the potential difference, I is the current, and R is the resistance. And what is the SI unit of this resistance? SI unit of this resistance is Ohm. OHM, Ohm. Next we have resistivity. Resistivity is represented with the letter rho, called rho, RHO, rho. See, resistance R is directly proportional to length of the wire. Resistance R is inversely proportional to area of cross section, and this resistance also depends on the nature of the material. If we combine all the relation, we will get a relation called resistance is proportional to L by A. Now if we remove this proportionality sign, we will get a constant called rho, L by A, and this rho is called resistivity, and its SI unit is ohm meter. It is represented as like this, ohm meter. Now you know that there are two connections we have read in electricity chapter. One is the series connection, another one is the parallel connection. For series connection, we'll use this formula. R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Suppose three resistors are connected in series. The value of this is 10. Second resistor is 5, and the third one is again 5. Then our total values will be 20. So this is the total resistance. And what unit we should put over there? Ohm. Correct? Now for parallel combination, resistance of parallel combination is equal to 1 by, just reciprocal we have to take, 1 by R1 divided 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 and so on. Means many other resistance should also be given over there. So these are the two formulas which you have to remember. First one is resistors in series and the second one is resistors in parallel combination. Next we have electric power. So see, for electric power we'll use a formula P is equal to VI. P is equal to, electric power is represented with the letter P is equal to VI. V is the potential difference and I is the current. We also know that according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. We can write like this. In place of V, we can write IR and this is our I. I into I will become I square. So we can also write P is equal to I square R. So these are the two relations which you can remember, that power is equal to potential difference V into I, or you can write I square into R. Right? And what is SI unit of power? SI unit of power is what? Represented with the letter capital W. Next, the last topic from this chapter is, or the last formula also we can say, is that the heating effect. Okay, we have read that heating effect H is equal to I square RT. This relation we have read for heating effect means heat produced in a conductor directly proportional to square of the current, resistance and for the time period T. So H, heating effect, is also equal to V into I into T. Also we can write H is equal to, for in place of V we can write IR. I again over there and this is our T. I into I will become I square RT. This is the relation for heat produced in a conductor. So with this we have finished all the formulas from the physics sections. If you remember all these formula along with the SI unit of the physical quantities, you can score very good marks in physics section. So please learn all the formulas, write it down in one of the notebooks so that all the formulas will be in one sheet. You'll make a formula sheet from that, write the SI unit. It will be very helpful during the exams. So that's all about today. We will next time I will make a new video for you all. So if you like this tutorial, then please like, share and subscribe my channel Science Learning Gateway. Thank you for watching.